In this episode of How Promo is Made, we protect your surfaces from water stains. Let's follow the printing process of Cork coasters from Americanna. When an order for Cork coasters is received, the customer service representative enters the order and sends the artwork to the graphics team. From there, a graphic artist uses a template of the shape and creates an artwork proof. When approved by the customer, the artwork is saved and a transparent film is created using an industrial high-resolution printer. This film is used to create the screen for the printing process. The print must be very dark and sharp for the best imprint possible. The film is then taken from customer service to the screen room. With the screen already prepared for burning, the worker applies the transparent film to the bottom side of the screen. The screen is now taken over to a light box. The light box cures the emulsion on the screen that is not covered by the artwork on the film. The lid on the light box is sealed by vacuum. This is done to make sure that no other light can get in during the curing process, and so the screen does not move. After the proper amount of time, the vacuum is released, the light is turned off, and the screen is removed from the light box. The film is removed from the bottom of the screen, and now it's time to wash out the uncured emulsion. Once in the well-lit washing bay, the worker uses a pressure washer to spray out the logo. First, she sprays it lightly with a solution that will help break up any uncured emulsion. Both sides are sprayed for the best result. Next, using high pressure, she sprays the screen, revealing the logo. She will be extra careful not to knock out any of the edges. This ensures the imprint is nice and sharp on the Cork coasters. Last, the screen needs to dry in a rack before it can go out to the production floor. During the time the screen is being prepared, another worker is cutting the material. The square die is placed on the sheet of cork and pressed down with a pneumatic foot. The pressure cuts the cork, the die is moved, and the process repeats. Now, the cut cork coasters are collected and stored until the printer is ready. It's now time to print. The cork coasters are counted, collected, and taken to the screen printing machine. At the same time, the screen is dry and ready to be delivered to the printer as well. Now, the printer preps the screen by using tape to block off the other logos on the screen. This ensures the ink only goes through the desired logo for the job. The screen is attached to the press, and the worker centers the logo on the coaster by eye. Micro adjustments are made by moving the table the cork sits on. She now tapes material to the table to keep the cork from moving during printing. This also allows her to put each coaster in the same spot for each print. It's now time for the ink. This imprint calls for black ink. The ink is put directly on the screen and some on the squeegee. The screen is put back into place and a test print is completed. She makes adjustments to the table to center the logo on the next coaster. Once she's pleased with the position of the imprint, she signs off on the paperwork. As another quality control, she takes the test print and the paperwork over to another employee to check her work. If everything is correct, then that employee signs off on the paperwork as well. Now, it's time to run the full print job. The dryer belt is turned on and an unprinted cork coaster is placed under the screen. The printed coaster is placed on the conveyor belt and sent through the dryer. Once all the cork coasters have been printed, she takes the paperwork to the back side of the dryer and collects all the coasters. They are sent through the dryer to make sure the ink is completely dry before stacking them on each other. After they're all collected, she walks the coasters over to shipping to be boxed up. The box is then sealed with industrial tape. A tape dispenser gives the worker pre-selected lengths of tape to secure the box. The worker makes sure all edges are covered. These cork coasters are ready to protect your surfaces. And that is how Promo is made. How Promo is Made is created by Promo Corner for the promotional products industry. You can watch all episodes at promojournal.com.